One thing that is so important as a missionary is to get your bishop to help you. And because your bishop is the leader of the ward, if he's on board with you and if he is supporting you, then you've got a lot of help. And he can help the members, and he knows a lot about the members in the area that you don't know. And I remember specifically in one ward that I was in, we didn't really have anyone to teach. We didn't really have any progressing investigators. And we got a call from my bishop, and he was like, I think you should visit this family, stop by and see how they're doing. So I wrote down their number, and I kind of forgot about it. It didn't happen. Things came up and we got busy. And I remember a day that I thought and received an impression that we should go visit that family. We need to go visit them. And so, I made an appointment with the sister. We were able to go. We visited them. We had a family home evening. It was a quick visit, and we left. And with that family, there was one of the sons hadn't been baptized, and he just barely moved here, and he had gone to scout camp. So another reason that my bishop one of the reasons he wanted us to go was to talk to him and kind of see if he was interested in the church, try to teach him. And so we met the family. That first time we went back and we started teaching him, and he progressed. He decided he wanted to get baptized, and so he was baptized. And I learned to love that family, would go over and visit them and teach them, and they became like a family of my own away from home. They reminded me of my own family, and I just enjoyed being with them a lot. And the day I left, not the day, but like a week before I was transferred out of that area, I asked some members to sign a journal. And that sister, the mom, wrote in my journal, she said, we had been inactive for a long time, and I remember that time you called me and visited, and thank you so much, and that inspired us to come back to church. And I had no idea that that phone call was so impactful for her, and it had changed her life and her family, and they came back to church. And so I was grateful that my bishop followed through with the prompting he received and asked us to go check up on them. And I was grateful to be a part of them coming back to church and helping them. And then also their son got baptized, and he was an addition to the ward, and he's a strong youth and that added to the ward. And so all of these things that came up of my bishop having a prompting and asking us. And so as we turn to our leaders and ask them for help and get them involved, they can really point us in the right direction and help us out. And just a few months ago, I've been home for about 2 years from my mission, and this young man that got baptized, I was talking to him on the phone once, and he was just like, I asked him, what was it? Like, why did he decide to get baptized? What inspired him? And he said that he had grown up faithful in another church and was strong, and he had a firm foundation of the Bible. But the one thing that really testified truth to him that he couldn't find anywhere else was the plan of salvation. And he remembers asking his leaders of his other churches, like, what happens when I die? Where did I come from? Why am I here? Those basic questions of the plan of salvation, and no one could answer. And so as soon as we taught that second lesson of the plan of salvation, it spoke truth to him, and he knew it was true. And so the lessons that we teach and preach my gospel and the material that we are given, people know it's true, and they recognize it, and they decide to act on it. And so as we teach from Preach My Gospel, and as we try our best to be missionaries for Heavenly Father, He'll bless us with people who are ready to receive it.